little fox.
Mighty Samson. Joshua was a great leader for the Israelites and helped his people keep God's commandments. But after he died, his children and his grandchildren did things that made God very angry. So, as punishment, God allowed the Philistines to make the Israelites their slaves for 40 years. During this time, there lived a man named Manoah. He and his wife were married for many years, but they could not have any children. One day, an angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife and said, "Though you have not been able to have any children, soon you will have a little baby boy." The angel continued, "While you are pregnant, be very careful of what you eat, and do not drink any wine. When this baby is born, you must never cut his hair, for he is special to God. He will help the Israelites escape from the Philistines." Soon the woman gave birth to a son, who she called Samson. Samson was blessed by God and grew up to be a very strong man. In fact, he was much stronger than any other Israelite or Philistine man. When a lion jumped out in front of Samson to kill him, Samson tore the lion to pieces with his bare hands. One day, Samson became very angry with the Philistine people. In his anger, Samson captured 300 foxes. Then he took the foxes 2 by 2 and tied a torch between their tails. When he was finished, he lit all the torches, and the foxes ran through the fields of the Philistines. They burned their grain, vineyards, and olive trees. When the Philistine people found out that it was Samson who did this, they became very angry. They wanted to kill Samson. The Philistines told the leaders of the Israelites that they must bring Samson to them. The Israelites had to listen to the Philistines because they were the rulers. The Israelites were very afraid of them. Samson did not want to harm any of the Israelites, so he allowed them to tie his arms and bring him to the Philistines. When they arrived at the meeting place, more than 1,000 Philistines came shouting to meet him. But God was with Samson, and Samson easily snapped the ropes around his arms. Then, with only the bone from a donkey, Samson killed over 1,000 Philistine men. After that, the people of Israel had great respect for Samson, and he ruled Israel for 20 years. Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah, but she did not truly love him, nor did she believe in God. The leaders of the Philistines went to Delilah and said to her,
"Go to Samson and find out what makes him so strong and how we can defeat him. If you do this, we will give you lots of silver coins."
So Delilah pretended to love Samson in order to find out his secret.
Samson, please tell me the secret of your great strength and how you may be defeated,
she said to him. But Samson refused to tell her. 3 times she asked Samson, but he would not say. Finally, after begging him non-stop, she was able to make him tell her the secret.
"When I was born, I was blessed by God, and so my hair has never been cut. But if it were cut, I would be as weak as any other man,"
explained Samson. As soon as she heard this, Delilah ran to the Philistine leaders and got her money. Then that night when he was sleeping, she let the Philistines into his room, and they cut his hair. Immediately, Samson lost all of his strength. The men tied Samson's hands and brought him to prison. The Philistine people were very happy and celebrated. Samson was brought to the Philistine temple so that all the people could treat him badly. They chained Samson between two large pillars of the temple. The temple was very crowded that day because everyone wanted to see Samson. Samson cried out,
"Oh God, remember me and strengthen me!"
Then God gave Samson his strength back. Samson gave a mighty push on the pillars. The Philistine temple began to fall down. All of the people in the temple were killed, including Samson. After this, the Israelites eventually gained their freedom from the Philistines, and Samson became a great hero for the Israelites.
Little Fox.